All right, welcome to part three of building this roguelike in Rust. First of all, okay, so I'm gonna do input handling today, moving our @ around. First of all, though, if we look at our game, I might have noticed that I actually forgot something. This guy is still black and white rather than colored. That is because if we go to our fragment shader, we didn't actually change it yet. So what I'm gonna do is I need a vec4 for the color, or the thing we get from the texture, and the actual color itself is going to be a blend of the foreground and the background color depending on the texture. So if we do t times the foreground plus 1 minus t times the background, we should, there we go, we have a yellow thing. If we want to change the background color, make the background color blue, and it's yellow over blue. Excellent. Silly mistake to have. All right. Now, for the actual thing that we are doing today is input handling. And there's a lot of stuff in main here already. We did move the terminal buffer stuff into its own file, but I do think that we want a something to actually hold the game that doesn't have all of this stuff in it as well. It's nice to split things up. So I'm going to do this and mod game. All right, so what do we want in the game? Need a oops. Need a struct. Needs to be public, doesn't it? So we can access it from the other place. And what do we want in here? I suppose we want X and player Y is an I32. This seems fine. And what do we want in the game? We want to be able to, well, initialize it first of all. That needs to be done outside. So we'll do start him at 1010, which is where the @ is in our current example. Actually, let's start him at 2020 or 2010, 4010. That's nice in the middle. All right. So what do we need to be able to do? We need to be able to get input, and we need to be able to draw it. I suppose we can do the drawing first. And what we're going to do here is instead of drawing, well, we're not going to be doing the drawing with the OpenGL stuff directly. What we're going to be doing is just taking, well, we need ourself, and we want a mutable reference to a term buffer that we're going to be drawing into. So we can take the term buffer and do basically the same thing that we did in, well, the other file, and put, is it not? I need to include it, don't I? Oh, import it. And what do we want here? X and Y. So dot player Y, and then we want a do that, and then we can do RGB alpha for the foreground, and background can be black. Oh, there we go. I think that's right. Yeah. Import that. So we go back to main here, and we include a game here. What we can do is and we're gonna clear this stuff. We're not gonna write anything to the term buffer just yet. Oh, game. All right. It's not mutable anymore. Cool. So in our draw function here, what we're going to do before we do any of this stuff, have the game draw into the turn buffer. If we do this now, we should see that, there we go, it's in the middle. One issue here is that we are not clearing the turn buffer, so we're going to have to write a quick function for that, just so that, where are we? There we go, there's the type. This will set everything to be normal. And you know what? I'm going to write some stuff for the colors. What do we want to do? We want to be able to initialize via RGB. Do that. That'll make things a bit easier. And I'm also going to do some color constants here. We probably need to make that one constant, don't we? Yeah. So is it const fun? Yeah, there we go. We can do a black as well. Okay, so in our clear function, we want to do, where was the length calculation? We need to do, well, we can make this a constant as well. Or, I suppose this one could be a U size. Is this stuff. This formatting is not right. Oh, that's why. Okay. So what we want to do is, I think there might be a thing for this in vectors, but I'm just going to do it manually here. That's the empty space key code, and backgrounds. All right, so that's going to let us clear the characters. That's dead code warning still. That's fine. Okay, so self turn buffer dot clear first of all, and then we draw into the turn buffer. That'll be important. Okay, now what we want to do is actually make the game change the X and Y. So we're going to have to get some input handling in. And the way this works is that we have some methods here that we can use. Key down event will, get us when keys are down. Car event does it in terms of character codes, but I think key codes is what we want. I think this should be fine. So if we just, to test this out now, we can do, it's annoying getting bit by bugs. If we do this, we can see that when we press keys, we get key codes. So now we need the, we want the game to actually be able to handle that. So let's see, self.game dot, what do we want to call it? Handle key? Our key code. Let's go to the game and actually make that function. Handle key. We're gonna have to import the key code thing. Oh, key code with a capital C. Yeah. All right. So what we could do here now, if we just want to be nice and simple, is we can do match key. And then we could do key code H, self.playerx, and L for the other direction. So commas, and do nothing for the other keys. This will let us walk left and right. See how that looks. Look at that. Beautiful. We're walking left and right. All right. Let's get a bit more this isn't like it's not ideal, or it's not going to be ideal later on to handle all the keys as they're coming because, well, imagine we've just moved and then a rat needs to move or something like that. Like things need to happen. It's better to do that kind of thing in an update and then handle the keys when it actually is the player's turn. So what I'm going to do instead is make a vector of the input events. Let's call it incoming keys. And there we go. So let's see. Self-dot incoming keys dot push key. Just gonna add it to the list. Now we're gonna do update. Oops. Which actually does the handling. So why let some key is pop. Just remove the ooh, no, we can't do that because we want to handle the earliest one first. What we could do is make a vec, like a deck, double-ended queue. Maybe that is the thing to do. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make it a vec deck. This is a nice thing in the standard library. So push back, and I'm gonna pop the fronts. So I'm gonna do it here instead. You, I think. Yeah. All right, those work. And for changing it in that direction. All right, let's go back to main and actually call the update. So now we call update. This is going to be happening before every draw. And if there's a key, it'll move the player around. If there's no key, it won't do it. Look at that. It works. All right. What else do I want to do here? I mean, that's kind of it for now, I think. Yeah, let's call it there. I will see you in the next part where we will, well, yeah, let's leave it there for now. All right, see ya.